not the social fellow I used to be. And because of that fact, some of this stuff shocks me a little bit because I haven't been desensitized as much as the rest of the people. I still view the world in a old school light. I preferred the world where my grandparents came from versus the world that currently is. But if there's a restaurant chain or a single restaurant, it doesn't matter. If you're serving food, you've got to take in account that your employees have to be clean and look the part and can't be disgusting looking. You're going to hurt your business eventually in the long run. Because if they look disgusting, they probably are disgusting. And that's my little rant there about Tim Hortons. You know, I'd like them better than all the other chains, the Dunkin' Donuts and the Creamy and all the other chains out there that you can get coffees and donuts at. Maybe because they're Canadian and I have some Canadian blood in me. But usually I don't hold preferences like that, maybe in Canadian beer. But I like them better, or I did like them better. But now, the way it's going, there's a Tim Hortons just to the south of me, disgusting people. The Tim Hortons that I just told you about, disgusting people. The one Tim Hortons is okay. But if this is the trend that they're just hiring the lowest common denominator just to shove out their crappy stuff to us, and they don't care to how disgusting these people look. And I know we're not supposed to judge. Listen, if I've got to eat the food they're giving me, please don't let them be disgusting, okay? I don't want to have to look at somebody when I'm ready about to eat and they look like they haven't showered in 3 weeks. That's it. If a person wants to be a slob and be disgusting, let them go work in a junkyard. Let them go work somewhere where that's okay, but not in a restaurant. Please, not in a restaurant. Anyways, folks, we're going to take a quick timeout. We've got one more break ahead of us, then we hit the final segment. Stay tuned. Where do you think you're going?
The John LeBang Show will be right back.
So grab a beer and a smoke and sit your butt back down. Stay right here.
Fans, do you need a video for your brand new song but don't have a lot of money? Then contact John LeBang. His reasonable rates, professional look, and fast turnarounds will help get that song off the ground. Contact him at jlebang.com.
You're listening to the John LeBang Show.
It's what's cool on radio.
If you beat up for your pride and it makes you want to hide in the closet. If you choose to play with boys and they hate you for your toys, then just call him. Yes. Yes.
What's this crap I'm reading on Facebook?
Oh, I'm sick of not getting any attention anymore.
And you told the whole world before you told me? We're supposed to be partners.
Oh, I'm a prima donna. And if I don't get attention, I'm going to let the whole world know.
So you're just going to quit?
Unless somebody says something nice.
Is that what all this is about?
I need attention, or else I just feel terrible.
Don't you think that's a bit shallow?
Well, duh. Do you think anything matters to me but myself?
But what about us?
Oh, what about us?
Don't you think you're acting a little silly?
I can act the way I want. If I don't get my way, I just throw a tantrum.
Breaking news. We head to the White House, where the president is about to speak.
My fellow Americans, let me assure you, I was thinking about firing him before I decided not to fire him. And the fake news continues to talk about it like I did fire him.
That was the president speaking at the Rose Garden. We send you back to your regular scheduled programming.
Oh, see, he even gets more attention than I do.
What if people comment on your Facebook page? Will you reconsider?
Oh, I might go back once. I'm just too important to put up with this stuff. I don't like it that a long hair gets more attention than me.
And you actually think you're important enough for people to care about that?
Oh, I'm so important you don't even know.
You really are a drama queen, aren't you?
Well, duh. Oh, hang on, let me get the phone. This is the Captain Rainbow hotline. How may I help you? Oh, hi, thanks. Yeah, I know, I've got to retire. Oh, well, that's nice of you to say. Yes, I'll consider it. Thanks. Bye.
Who was that?
Oh, that was my friend from Ferndale. Oh, just hang on a minute. This is Captain Rainbow. How may I service you? Oh, how are you? Yes, I know. You know how I get. Yes, I know. I need attention. Okay, thanks for calling. Bye.
And who was that?
Oh, another Facebook friend. Oh, look at this. My phone's blowing up. Hi, this is Captain Rainbow. Oh, I just knew you would call. Yes, I'm feeling better now. Oh, I may not retire now. Thanks for calling. Bye. You know, I feel so much better now.
If you want to contact the John LeBang Show, feel free to send an email to jlebang@live.com. And if you're on Twitter, look him up at John LeBang. And don't forget to go to his Facebook page at The John LeBang Show. Banger. Now here's John.
And in one final bit of tidbit before we head on out of here, YouTube announced on Friday that it will start flagging videos published by organizations that receive government funding. Viewers will be able to see labels on videos from government-funded outlets above the video title on the page. The move comes after online tech companies such as Facebook and Twitter received backlash on Capitol Hill for their handling of the Russian propaganda in the 2016 presidential election. The social media giants have been criticized by lawmakers for not revealing the extent of Russian activities on their platforms meant to influence the election. Despite YouTube's effort to combat the negative use of state media, U.S. broadcaster PBS has lashed out at the move. Labeling PBS a public-funded broadcaster is both vague and misleading, a PBS spokesman said in a statement. PBS and its member stations receive a small percentage of funding from the federal government. The majority of the funding comes from private donations. More importantly, PBS is an independent, private, non-for-profit corporation. YouTube proposed labeling could wrongly imply that the government has influence over PBS. This is a step in the wrong direction, according to the people over at PBS. Public broadcasting system, they do receive some money from the federal government. They may not be directly mandated from them, but every time I listen to public broadcasting, I will say that the viewpoints are very much in line with what the political correct viewpoint is at the time. So they may not be fully funded by the government. I say go for it. YouTube's cracked down on all of us. Let's not make anybody special. Go after PBS as well. They've cracked down on people like me years ago. And just because I brought information that wasn't being disseminated to the public, and because somebody didn't like it and it was accurate and true, I took a big hit on YouTube. So, you know what? I think fair is fair. PBS should take the hits like I did. That's all. Unless YouTube wants to let me get back into the feeds, because you can hardly ever find the John LeBang Show or any relative videos of the John LeBang Show unless you type John LeBang Show. You have to do that in YouTube, because if you don't type in John LeBang or some variation of that, you're never going to find my videos. Because if I do a video on, let's say, the State of the Union, you won't find it because it will be buried from YouTube, because they dislike what I have to say about things most of the time. And they'll deny that they do these sort of things, but I have plenty of people who are very close to me who have seen it firsthand. the giant YouTube, who is, owned by Google, the real giant. Of course, if you're not generating income for them, if you're not one of their partners because they won't let you be their partner, or they just, or you don't want to actually allow them to put those crappy advertisements on your videos because it's hardly ever related directly, then they stick you down in the feeds. They put you at the bottom. Anybody who's making them real money is going to be pushed at the top of the feeds because they're just like ABC and NBC. This is just another TV outlet anymore. YouTube has gone away, has walked away from the little broadcaster. At first, it was great. YouTube was awesome. You had a chance to be a YouTuber. It was cool. You were different. But now, it's loaded with commercials. It's dominated by the mainstream media. Marvel this, Disney that, ABC this. The people who cover the Marvel universe, who aren't directly Marvel people, get all kinds of free passes to go see their movie in advance. And they won't risk an embargo by telling you about the movie because, well, now they're part of the clique. And now ABC, Disney, all these other broadcasting organizations and corporations are broadcasting on YouTube. Here, it's different because the money rolls in, and that's all Google cares about anymore. YouTube, that's all they care about. Money, 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 money. I don't go there that often. If I do, I go watch old sitcoms. I don't even spend the time looking at the group of people doing YouTube because a lot of them are crazies, everybody's covering movies on YouTube. Everybody's a reviewer on YouTube. So that's my little rant about that. I just think if I have to take some abuse from YouTube and Google, I have no problem with PBS, and I think they're a better target for YouTube than me, who they targeted years ago, and now I can't. I used to, ladies and gentlemen, just to prove something to you, I used to get 20,000 views, 10,000 views, 2,000 views, 3,000 views on my videos. It was no problem hitting thousands. Now, even though I've got more subscribers than I ever have, I'll get, which is an interesting fact, but I'll get 4 likes on a video and the video will show no views, none whatsoever. For weeks, it'll be that way. It's just a funny thing how they work and how they sabotage some people, which I'm not even that big. What are they worried about? I'm not that big. But they have to squash my stuff. And then let the big boys, NBC and CNN, that Fox, they all got YouTube channels. They don't need them. They've got major corporations broadcast on cable networks, satellite networks, regular TV. Why would they need YouTube, right? They have their own websites on the internet with the same videos they play and they put up on YouTube. So why do they need those? They don't. Just like why do they need a Facebook page? They don't. So all the stuff that was really to help the little guy out has been taken over by the big guys, and the people that own these major social media sites are all good with it because it's making them buku money too. So the heck with the little guy again. The heck with him. We'll stick with the big guy because the big guy brings in the money. All right, folks, we're run up against the clock. Hope you enjoyed this hour of the John LeBang Show. Wasn't a normal hour. I want to thank Sarah Bowman for joining me earlier in the hour. I want to thank all my affiliate stations carrying the John LeBang Show. Don't forget to go to my website. That's www.jlebang.com. And until the vibrations of my vocal cords reach your ears again, this is John LeBang signing off from the Banger Studios.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.